Massachusetts woman has killed a former landlord with a hammer after forging checks in his name to pay off gambling debts. Many, many things has gone wrong in this relationship. We forged the checks from the landlord and then smashed his brains in with a hammer. So not going great. A Massachusetts woman has been arrested for allegedly beating her friend, not that much of a friend, and landlord to death with a hammer and concealing the body in a shower curtain after he apparently found out that she had been forging checks. She had been doing some check kiting and check forgery, and, she said, I want to solve this problem with a hammer. When all you have is a hammer, every problem is a nail. Ji Fang Ki, 43, was taken into custody and charged with one count of murder in the beating death of the 65-year-old Leonard Garber. According to a press release, officers with the Newtown Police Department responded to Garber's home after a family contacted the department and reported him missing, saying that they haven't heard from him in a week. They went to the home to conduct the welfare check, but were unable to locate him. The following day, the family again contacted the police regarding welfare check, and they conducted 2 subsequent checks. Officers found nothing during the first check, but approximately 3 p.m. on the 27th, they returned to the home for the 3rd time and went inside the residence. Upon entering the home, the police discovered Garber's body wrapped up in a curtain, under construction materials, and under several other heavy items. Investigators say the remains may have been inside the house for more than one day, adding that it had been placed in such a way as to conceal it. Investigators subsequently determined that Garber had recently been spending time with his female tenants. The preliminary investigation revealed the defendant had allegedly been forging checks from the victim's accounts and had stolen over $40,000. Wow. When the victim became aware of the theft, he confronted the defendant, and she allegedly struck and killed him and then attempted to hide the body. Not very well, she didn't. Police reviewed financial records and surveillance footage from the home that allegedly showed the Asian female, later identified as Ki, entering the victim's home in the days prior to being located. In court, prosecutors say that Ki, who was Garber's tenant at a different property, confessed to stealing the money and killing Garber following arrest. She talked to the police, so, yeah. During the interview, the defendant admitted that she had stolen checks from Leonard Garber and that she had killed him. She later stated that she had used a hammer and hit his body in the location where it was eventually found. She talked to the police, so, yeah. The district attorney has reportedly said that investigators have uncovered evidence that Ki had stolen and forged checks in the past and was in debt from gambling. Thus, that brings us to the end of this story of a landlord-tenant relationship gone very, very wrong. Very, very wrong. The guy was a landlord, and she was stealing checks and apparently stole $40,000 from him. And he found out and confronted her, and she decided to respond to it with hammer time. She then talked to the police. So, not going great. But yeah, that kind of thing happens, unfortunately, but it looks like justice is being done, at least in some way. And that brings us to the end of the discussion of this story.